Guys, welcome back to, I believe this is part 5 of my no-clip Resident Evil Requiem series, and I'm still having a very fantastic time. So what's kind of crazy is between part 4 and this part, I got distracted. I was playing other games and stuff, mostly just for myself. I wasn't making any video content at all whatsoever. So I had to review my last video to figure out what I was doing. But anyways, we're back and let's jump in. Okay, because last I remember, we just put Emily down. Don't necessarily need any of this stuff here. Okay, well, since we're here, let's just go ahead and see what's behind this area. And one of the things that I find, hold on, just gotta adjust my chair. One of the things that I find interesting is that this back area is, like, I can stand on it. Now, maybe that might be sort of dumb of me to say, but you can only view some of this area from the save room. Like, this is a reused asset from the last part where we needed to get the key to start moving stuff. And speaking of moving stuff, my mic arm is just about had it. Yeah, it still has go ahead and turn on the flashlight. There's that. Yes, I forgot how to turn on the flashlight. Was it G? Oh, it's G. It was G. Okay, yeah. Oops. Okay, so as I was saying, the floor here has a the floor here is solid. I can stand on it perfectly fine. But these other assets, I can just run right through. So I was sort of expecting that to be the case for this invisible floor, but I suppose now that I look at it, maybe I think that's kind of like where we can go, or where we came from, I should say. So we're gonna go ahead and go back there where we came from. Okay, so this is an invisible wall, but we can go right through it. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing else here. There's the outside. There's some trees. And again, for part 4, that was really interesting how all of that is still, all of that is a fully 3D modeled, which I find nuts just because of the cutscene. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and go up. Okay, yeah, this is oh, okay, so that's very interesting. So in this area, maybe it's part of the cutscene. So this is where there should be a door here. Or there should be a door here, and is this where you walk into that room? Yeah, because here, all right, so here's the steps. I just did it right now. All right, is this solid? Nope. All right, so here's this door. I'm walking through the door. Okay, so there should be steps here. Maybe there is in the cutscene, but so this takes me to the Emily room. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead. Okay, her hair is freaking out. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm still in the no clip state, and the cutscene, as you saw, had played out, and I'm still in the save room. Everything is still here. Emily's gone. Get our flashlight here.
There has to be a way to kill that thing.
Okay, so let's try to... I might need to reload the save. Yeah, all of that would still be the same. Yeah, there's like a... looks like there's like a fog asset here. Can't really see. Nothing really there. Really disgusting. I'll just spend a little bit of time here in this area. First of all, is this... Nope, it is not a solid surface. But underneath, you can see how a lot of these pillars are still modeled really deeply into the floor. The trash and debris right above us. Nothing really here. What is this? Oh, yeah. This room. Wait, what is this room? Okay, oops, it just didn't load correctly.
Already.
Oh, that's interesting. So I hit that switch, but can I hit... Oh, wait. Okay, another interesting discovery. So behind all of those instruments, look at that. Look at this little room.
No lever. somewhere.
I'll be honest with you, I think this might really break the game. Yeah, because I can't even activate that one. I can do the first two.
Insufficient power.
Why is
Reset
it
the
so
power
stiff?
distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance.
Okay, so that doesn't change anything with Emily. So I believe that
Power has been successfully restored.
I need to find those power units.
that's the thing. I just did it, right?
Come on! Open!
Yeah, this is a good old-fashioned soft lock, which makes perfect sense. That's funny. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and let's reload that checkpoint because we cannot play it. But overall, in this area, there's not really too much to explore. All right, let's go ahead and beat this the right way. Yeah, there's not really too much to explore. And, but from some of the stuff that we found here, still really cool. You know what? I didn't really give this a proper go, huh? I didn't really go down here all that much. So I'll just look down here for a little bit. Again, we got a lot of these little sewer areas, bunch of trash, and just gunk that you, the character, do not see, but they still went ahead and modeled it. Okay, not really much there. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and go back in bounds.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance. Stay back.
Oh, where did I go?
I need to find those power units.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought... What is this? Dude, there's like some like conduit or whatever. Some wire stuff.
Just die already. Why is it so stiff? Give me a break.
And there we go.
Power has been successfully restored.
Come on! Open! Close one.
Okay, well, I guess that just isn't going to cut it. But another interesting discovery, as in, if you if you go through the walls and all the other stuff, you just break it. Like, it's just really odd sometimes with this game. Okay.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Alright, looks like we'll just have to play it a little safe.
It's my only chance. Stay back. Just die already. Two to go. Only one more. Why is it so stiff? Close one.
Power has been successfully restored.
Oh, there we go.
They should open the hatch.
What the hell was that all about?
We're getting out of here. Come on! Open!
All right. Well, that took long enough, right?
Finally.
Ooh, that's really interesting. So as Leon, I can leave, but I can't necessarily. I was trying to see like how far I can get, but of course that's on a timer. And we got an achievement. Yes, I will. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save over that guy. Not really too much in that area for us to particularly go back to. Again, it's all nice. Capcom really and always goes above and beyond modeling areas just because I mean, we may not see them, but I suppose they just do it just because as a just in case, maybe a photo mode, but who knows. All right, losing some frames. Okay, so now this is an interesting question. So now that that area is modeled again, is that area gonna be here in Raccoon City somewhere, like maybe below the map? We will go ahead and find out after the black screen. I probably should have said this in the beginning. I'm playing this on, at this point, probably a fairly older PC. And it's not on an SSD, so it's on the HDD. Takes a minute or two for everything to load in. But I will say that this is probably the area that I'm looking forward to the most.
No, not this way.
Well, too bad. We can go that way anyway. So, okay. That's what I was afraid of. But that's actually very interesting right there. So, is that model... Okay, I'm trying to see if Sherry's room and her model are anywhere over here. Which probably... no, it doesn't really look like that, so we're going to go ahead and go back out. Anyways, so going this way, this is really out from our natural spawn point over there. Still things are modeled. Given the freeway. Whoop. Got a little bit too dark. Oops. Yeah, the lighting elements are very, very tricky in the son of a gun. So I was going to try to see if I can actually land on this. Nope, cannot. What about this? Nope, still can't. It's going to be one of those where all of this is just going to be super... Okay. Like, am I wrong? Like, I don't even think... Street. Like... Oh, okay, yeah. No, never mind. I'm wrong. We see this area in the... Yeah, because there's this right here. Yeah, so this area hasn't even loaded yet. We, eventually we come here, and same thing with this underground area here too. So I'm really on the, I guess you could say the main hub of this area. But nothing is loaded in. Well, what's in front of us is these skyscrapers that again go through the floor. Can't really see anything. Go and just fix ourselves for now. Okay. I just think like with the music and everything, like it just fits this area. You know, everything is rusted, rotten. Just really great atmosphere of all this dread. Yeah, pretty much. Well, a lot of that stuff is the same. So,
no, not this way.
Going back into here, you, the player, what can we see? So you see that part of the bridge. Can't really go anywhere. Oops. Okay, so we're back in bounds. Let's go all the way up. I believe that's the spider boss. Yeah, everything just deloads and stuff. Not solid. There's no collision. Okay, now this is this is very interesting. So I stand a little bit corrected. So if you were paying attention, you might be able to see some of this stuff that I thought that it was like, wow, like why did they model this? But part of it does appear in the camera. Like some of these areas. Like what's that sign? I'll probably just reload. I think that would I might have hit a soft lock there. Fire escapes with no building. Is he gonna let me get to this sign? Like, what is this building? Bunch of rubble. Oh, here's the camp. It's not loaded in. Got a bunch of like low poly assets over here. Cedarbrook Apartments. Like, check this out. Like, this is... Like, all of this stuff is still here, and you're not even in this area just yet. Like, you gotta come here. There's no zombies, but it just shows you just how big this area is. Same thing up here. Nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and just continue out a little bit like normal, because we can spend, or specifically I can spend hours just looking through that stuff while I can. So let's just go ahead and continue like normal with Leon. Let's get some of these cutscenes going on. You know what? I think I lied. Let's go. Is that spider over here? See, this little bit of continuity is what's interesting to me. We have to go to.
Looks like time stopped here.
If not for Umbrella, it could have just been a normal city.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
It's behind this door. Oh. Well, again, like, that's really interesting. So there's a door behind this wall that's boarded up, and it would have you, like, it doesn't really make sense to me now. That guy. Like, from a design perspective, it doesn't really make sense to me. Because you can clearly see that those two walls are very close to each other. But when you look into here, why have that wall? Why have that door there? It doesn't really make any sense. This one does. Well, no, not really, because you can see from the outside that there's not necessarily any space at all between them. Now, if the bar or not the bar, but if like the check-in desk was probably starting here, maybe, but it has it where it's like right here. So that's a little bit of a design goof. Never really thought about it until I started doing this. But speaking of that, okay, nothing really here, just a picture. just to give us the illusion that there's actually some rooms in this little hotel. No sharing the floor, so I guess she's not in this area. Alright, getting sidetracked with some of this stuff over here. Okay, so there's an elevator. Is there an actual elevator here? No, there's not. But there's the space that could potentially have one. So this kind of goes to my point where these two doors, they don't they don't go anywhere. Even from what we can see, like there's no room at all whatsoever. Like if that doorway was either like if the desk was starting at around here or so, then it would make more sense. But anyways, I don't know. Kind of got on a little bit of a tangent there. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's load up the next zone. What happens if I go into here? Maybe we'll wait because I don't want that to break. Looking at the wall. Alright, what happens if we go back out? Oh, I was trying to see what that exit was. Uh-oh. Oh no. Where am I? I just wanted to see what the exit was. So the exit is right here in this back alley. Okay, so this makes sense to me. Okay, yeah, no, I had no idea where the spider goes after that cutscene, so that's really interesting. Go ahead and continue. Okay, so what's over here then? Whoops. Okay, so that would have led to there. I'm just looking through like the different floors. Uh-oh.
You're real fast, you know that? Haven't you had enough? I don't have time for
Nice. Okay, so now since we're here, I believe most of this other back area is going to be rendered in. So we come here later. Okay, well maybe that was a bad decision there, because I believe I soft locked my game. Or I froze the game. Oh boy. Oh. Nice. Well, now I'm afraid to pick up anything else. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. See, before I break anything further, let's go ahead and... Okay, so if I was going to go back to where we were... Yep, I mean, this boss battle room is still here. But it's not really rendered. That's the starting point. Hmm. Yeah, something is really busted because I wasn't able to proceed in that little section, so I believe I broke it a little bit too hard. So we're almost at that hour mark. So let's just continue a little bit further. Maybe we'll get to the BSA little small headquarter there. Little fob.
You're a real pest, you know that? Guess I gotta squash you. Haven't you had enough?
Okay. Now, is this going to break after I did the restart? It sure is. I'll just bypass that area. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll bypass that area, see if we can get to the fob, pretend that we, push the little like gate open and kind of see from there. If not, we'll call this part. I'll play all this legit. That way we can get out of the soft lock and go on from there. Because me getting some of this or some of those items that are locked probably might have broke it a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll kill the spider, we'll fall down, and we'll go ahead and bypass that area and kind of see, well, how the game acts from there.
You're a real pest, you know that? I gotta squash you. Haven't you had enough? I don't have time for pest control.
Had me worried there. I thought I was gonna have to Oh, yes. I don't even know what that black square thingy is. Oh, wait. Maybe. Did I speak too soon? Okay, yeah, no, that was not gonna let me do that. That's funny.
Now, whose camp is this?
Interesting. I did press E.
I should check the camp some more.
Whoa. I would like my frames back. Yeah. She be busted. I interacted with that and it went away, so we'll continue onward.
Strange. Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What? That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have.
Okay, well that makes me wonder.
All right, I can use that.
Kind of want to break the game further by doing that. Oh no, I was going the right way. What am I doing?
Sherry, found the distributor. 2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
You know the BSAA camp? That should have the signal receiver. Relays over there, huh? That should be a fun trip. Got the location for those parts. Going to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm totally gonna have to reload all of this just because I don't have any access to any of this stuff here. But I am curious, what happens if I go all the way up? Like, whoops. I do recall seeing zombies on this bridge, so it has to be walkable. Yep, sure is. There's that spot from earlier. Yeah, so we've been here. Where did I fall into? Oh, okay, we're back in the subway system. Interesting. Yep, there's that little path here. Yeah, it takes a minute for it to reload. Okay. All right, so now before we call it, let's go ahead and go to those relays. Dropping them frames. The zombies are here. Okay, I didn't mean to click there.
for the other side.
Alright, well that kind of goes to show that I can skip all of this stuff. If necessary.
Hopefully this thing still works.
Well, that's the thing, like... Oh. Nice.
Now what? You'll have to take the next one.
Oh yeah, no, I really broke this damn thing. Nothing there. Oh, there's a relay. Or not the relay, there's the part.
Picked up the relay.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
Okay, well, noted. Well, we can't really do anything about this part over here, so I just think that I really broke the game. Oof. I broke it where like it doesn't really know what to load because it's loading the other stuff too. Like this is pretty fun. Yeah, so I really broke the game. I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it here, and I'll have to try to play through all of this legit so that way we can actually get to experience the rest of the game without me soft locking it to all hell and back. But anyways, all right, I hope you enjoyed this part. I will see you guys very, very soon. So until then, you take care.